guys, we're back. So what we are going to do is explain why we have the wrong leash, because, gosh, Summer, I hope we didn't leave my brown leash on the ground somewhere. At one point, my character said, if that leash is lost, I'm giving up training.
We didn't do that.
I vowed. All right, well, you sure we didn't leave it at that park where that Kiki thing was?
No, we wouldn't have left it. I'll find it.
We were dropping it on the ground and stuff when we were training there. But anyway, so
I hope not.
If not, I'm just going to have to
get another one.
Anyway, but what you, and I'm going to do a video about that too. The reason this kind of leash isn't good is I need to be able, from that point of the leash to this point of the leash, to be able to concisely control it. You know, and if you say that's impossible, well, then you're not going to have too much luck training a dog. So I want to concisely control it, and that's going to be easier to do with the thinner leash. But since we don't have that, we'll have this in this episode. Oh, look, the leash kind of matches them. Bumpers. Good. So you can see I concisely controlled it. And that's just not always going to be possible. That's your goal, though. If you don't even have that bumpers goal, then you're not going to reach that. So what I want to do now, again, I got my momentum. That's my new slogan. What I have to make sure right here is this dog makes it around this turn. That it doesn't turn so abruptly. So now I have to concisely control my leash and my remote. You see where the challenges come in with this stuff. Good. So I'm going to start my pager. I'm giving him, it's almost like a barrel horse. Do you see that, Summer?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. In fact, that's what we need to do. We need to go find a video of a barrel horse. Good. I mean, they've got that because that's so competitive. And I mean, microseconds are the difference between the winners and the losers. Heel. You know, they do study it from an engineering viewpoint, but you know, that's what I'm doing. I'm using this to manipulate. Once I've got that turn, you know, and we only do 2 basic turns. The other thing I need to start getting these guys down, because I said like 2 weeks ago I was going to do it. If I can use my little behavior model right here. And I've got them doing it. What I don't have them doing is any kind of staying there. Precious, precious angel. You precious. So what I have to say to myself, good, and I didn't do it. What I have to say to myself is my job is to keep that dog there. If I was smart, I would have a whole good. And there are times in the training, you guys, that the animal needs to say to herself, geez, there's a level of desperation for her to feed me when I lay there. Oh, she seems to think I'm so hungry when I'm just laying there. If I don't, you know, honestly, I would end it with that right there. You at home might continue to do it. I might do it one more time to make sure. Right after I put on my favorite lip gloss. Look through. Definitely make, and I don't want him to be in a hurry to get up. I didn't do my pager to get him up right there. One, because I didn't want him to be in a hurry to get up. I've got to tell you, I love this dog. I've always had, you know, these big, athletic, oversized male dogs like this in this bloodline. I mean, I'll tell you how this dog's going to end up being a big son of a gun. And it's as talented a puppy as I've ever trained. I mean, both of these, they're absolutely perfect. I put them in the crate right to sleep. I never heard a word out of them. So now what I'm thinking to myself is, I've got to cut. My job is to be able to get the dog down. And it's going to be to my advantage in the beginning to get the dog, to keep the dog staying there. And you see I have no reaction to the jumping and all that, and I'm not concisely controlling my leash. But what I want to do, you get my foot on there, I want him to understand, oh, you precious angel. I'm adding my pager. And he's looking for the tail. He's waiting for the tail of me to lower my hand down. You precious, wonderful dog. So you see, I curved him that way, and hopefully that doesn't become a problem. And because he can't get all the way up, I'm going to tell you what's a good learning. Your timing needs to be very, very good with the trick. It needs to be everything about it. I'm the opposite of any kind. All right, now my job now here is to get him staying there. That's where you need the manners. The manners minder actually has this little mode on it. All right, doing my job. I was ready. If he started to get up, I was going to add my pager real quick. He's a smart little guy. You know, he tried 7 or 8 times to get up. All right, now what I say to myself, my job is starting to become being able to get him, precious angel. My job is starting to become get him to down with the pager. Not get him to down because I'm looking for a certain fluidity in my down. If I always make the dog, oh, you precious. If I always make the dog sit before I make it, I'm not going to have any fluidity. All right, so look, I'm going to see if I can get him down. You precious little angel. And I helped him, but he was on his way. But if anything, my acting too quickly almost stopped him. I luckily had a little follow through. All right, so look, I'm going to just down. So after this, I feel confident. I'll have him doing it by the end of the week.